Good afternoon, everybody, wherever you are, wherever you may be. Greetings from Disney's Animal Kingdom. Jeremiah, what are you doing out there?
Right now I'm standing. Now I'm going to start to turn and walk. It's not afternoon of wherever they are. It's morning where most of them are.
Some people in Florida might be watching.
It's the middle of
I
the
know
day
there's
in
at least
Florida.
one. It's afternoon. Are we riding Dinosaur today?
We are walking Disney's Animal Kingdom to see what we can see. Uh, my, the best part about this is I suggested this for the Buck Wild sand sculpture, which is normally right around the corner as we're going to walk by, where they have the sand
Oh,
sculptures.
gesundheit.
I know. That was, but they actually did the sand sculpture outside the main gate. So
Oh, fun.
look for an article later on about sand
Or we can
sculpture.
get it on the way out, yeah.
If you want to create your own candle, that has now become a thing.
Hi, Ashley. Is that the same one that's at Marketplace Co-op at Disney Springs?
And the same one that's down the road at the Disney Days of Christmas shop in the back corner.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. While we go to Dinoland, we should go check out the new paint job on Aladar.
Oh, that's right. I haven't seen
Yeah.
it since then. This is why the sand sculpture's not here. They brought the band back. The band is back together. Yes, I beat you to it.
Arguably better than a sand sculpture for the Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild.
Actually, it's a pretty cool sand sculpture. Not that I think I know.
Have you watched the Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild yet?
I don't remember the last Ice Age I watched. The third one, is that the one where you had the little kids and the defrost was happening?
I only watched. Well, I think that's the meltdown. Oh, Kevin.
We could sit here and do this for an hour. I'll be fine with that.
On bites, again, on bites.
Welcome, friends. If you're here to see Kevin, she has no line. She's just going to head up to the balcony and keep that spot for the photo with her.
Pretty sure it's confusing a lot of people as the cast member goes, if you're here to see Kevin, she has no line, because
Well, I just heard a kid go, "Ooh, pretty bird." So
in a gilded cage, yes. Kite Tales is not going, and with the wind that's going right now, I don't know if it will be happening today.
Effective breaking news. Sorry, everybody. Breaking news. Effective February 17th, 2 days from now. Face coverings will be optional for fully vaccinated guests in both outdoor and indoor locations at Walt Disney World. Face coverings will still be required by all guests on enclosed Disney transportation, including Disney buses, monorails, and the Disney Skyliner.
I said it yesterday. Within a week.
Effective. Today's Tuesday, so Thursday. There you go.
So, this painting is newer. Go ahead. It's funny because it's a trilobite, and it looks like an ice cream cone.
Okay.
So it's cross promotion because that's Trilobites, which used to be a food place and then became ice cream.
Is it Trillo or Trilo?
Trillo, as far as I knew. Please look up the enunciation for it.
And folks, we are live. That's why we can bring you breaking news like what we just said at a moment's notice. If you have any comments, questions, or anything like that, please feel free to leave them in the comments. We'll do our best to answer and show them.
So let's see. The last time they removed the mask mandate for the parks, it was May. and they came back in December. Was it? No, it was earlier than that. So let's figure out
It
how
was
many.
before that. It was before Christmas peak.
Yeah, we need to figure out how many months we have until we need to pull our masks out again. The seating area for the Dino Bite snacks is under construction. My favorite trash cans in the park. You can't figure these out.
But which one's your mulch pile?
That would be in the foods. Wow, they're
Okay.
doing a lot of work around Restaurantosaurus.
Did all the college students go home so they don't have to be in the dorm right now?
Yes, it's homeschool time.
That's a thinly veiled reference to Dinoland's backstory for those who don't know. The Restaurantosaurus is part of their dormitory area and lodge.
And this was definitely where the senior students and teachers were because it's now the bar.
Thanks, Richard. Hello. We're on our way over to Dinosaur to check out Aladar. I already said his name. I was going to ask if anybody knew what his name was. Aladar.
Oh, that's amazing. He looks just like he did before. Even sun faded.
Well, I like that he was getting primed, and so many people thought some inevitable retheme was on the way. And I said, no, he's being primed for painting.
No, my favorite was some sites like, look at how horrible the upkeep is, and they're showing Aladar with him being sanded and the paint flakes on the thing. It was like, oh. The nice thing is there's somebody in the smoking section that's no longer a smoking section, so I can smell that here. He actually looks really good.
Yeah. I like the purple on his face is back.
Yeah. And his claws are very prominent. Let's walk around the other side so we can see the backside of Aladar.
Let's do it.
His eyes still look a little dead.
Well, he's a statue and a dinosaur.
Yeah, but he's brought back. Oh, and they added in some new plants to try to keep people from going over because they're actually spiky plants.
Just look forward to that one.
Oh, never mind. Hang on, let's.
Did you ever get to see when they had the animatronic on the water's edge?
Yes, I did the boat cruise. My second visit here, when it was just plain Mark and Zippy, doing it from the top of the Tree of Life, and they would walk with. Actually, no, that was my first visit because I came in September, October. And it was closed shortly after that.
Of 98?
Yes.
Okay. Because I know, so the dinosaur was out on the water's edge because it kept up the story that they brought it back. And out in front there were the styracosaurs. And it just makes me curious if that one was technically Aladar then, because it wasn't Dinosaur, it was Countdown to Extinction. So.
Well, I mean, the video is... If you ever watched the pre-show video, go over to Martin's vids and watch his complete history of Countdown to Extinction and Dinosaur, and you can see all sorts of amazing stuff about this attraction that most people never got a chance to see.
I like he's even got footage of the rare asteroid at the end.
Yes, which I remember, and then the next time I came, and all of a sudden it's like, oh no, it's the asteroid. No, wait, that's just the dinosaur's head coming at you awkwardly.
Well, Eisner wanted the boulder moment, as it was called.
Oh wait, I need to put on my mask for another 2 days.
Or just go to the left.
Oh no, you gotta walk through here to see all the coolness. Nothing. This is also the spot in the park where if we're going to get shut down due to copyright, this would be it.
Oh, the music,
Because-
yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm just going to try to continue.
Well, then we'll
talking.
keep talking and we'll keep talking.
Yes.
And I'm going to ask you about that Walt Disney World board game. Do you have that yet?
I do not. I'm not a huge board game person, and that's one that I would want just to set up, and then I'd be like, okay, now that's taken up, so much of my room. That what am I going to do with it now?
I want it, but it makes me want. I used to have one when I was younger that was for Disneyland's 35th, and the little pieces were the train circling the park, and you had to go around collecting the attractions. I wonder if that's on eBay anywhere.
I know
Well,
that
something's
I saw-
missing here.
It's been missing for a while, thankfully. Let's see if the footprints are still. They are. This could be one of my all-time favorite things that are left over from an extinct attraction.
Is that for the height stick?
Yes, they had two.
Nice.
They had that one, and then they had the one over here. Yeah, this is one attraction I definitely don't miss. I mean, I'm always like, oh, any attraction's gone. So no, this one, I'm fine. I mean, it does have still the cool water fountain.
Do we have any speculation on what's coming?
No.
I think it'll be a giant temporary tent filled with dinosaur bones. That's what I think.
If only. That was, again, something I loved from my first few visits here.
Dino Jubilee, is that what it was called?
Correct. It was Dino Jubilee 98, and then 99. And then
Epcot
it went
94.
Yeah, then it went the way of the Epcot years, and it's just like, nope, we're going to give up on this. It costs too much to make a new sign every year. Actually, the entire reason for Dinosaur Jubilee was because they were part of the team, including the Field Museum of Chicago, that was, I don't want to say excavating, because they were cleaning the bones for Sue, the most complete T-Rex to date.
And that's why there's a replica out there.
Yep, Disney did not win that bidding war against the Field Museum, but at least they got to do the full copy of it.
Tammy says, good afternoon to you, Jeremiah. I don't exist.
Good afternoon to you, Tammy.
Richard also points out that it's great park weather, and I agree. I was at Epcot very briefly this morning, but it looks like it's getting warmer by the half hour.
When I pulled in, the wind was so strong, I almost put on a jacket. And then I walked away like 2 feet from my car and went, nope, I'm going to leave the jacket here because I don't want to be sweating all day. Good choice. I do have jeans on. And if Mr. Bob Newell is asking, I have a Trader Sam's shirt on.
He hasn't asked yet. I haven't seen him yet, but we'll let him know. Is Kite Tales starting?
It is.
Shall we take a peek?
Let us take a peek.
Hello.
I don't know where I can take a peek from.
Kyle, did I go just for a bucket I didn't get? Yes, when my other half's dad wants one, we're going to go shopping. But I did end up walking away with something I was on the hunt for, so it wasn't a complete loss. Thanks, Kyle. Here it is, the shining star of the Walt Disney World 50th most magical celebration on Earth. Kite Tales.
Ooh. Look, there's Blue.
Say he's more of a turquoise.
No, he's very blue.
He's very blue, yes. Is that? Yep, there's the pawpaw. Oh, they did it early.
Standing on his head. This is where word comes in handy because I am totally bouncing around for this. The military style. Look, kites. Wait
It's the
for it.
rest of the elephants.
More kites. Yes. Okay, and on that note, we're heading down. In a military style. So you know how you got the great rider cam footage of yourself on Icebreaker a couple weeks ago, and then I got the great rider cam footage of me on Iron Gwazi. Yeah, tomorrow will be the best rider cam footage we've ever had.
I'm trying to think. What's tomorrow?
Daddy Pig Coaster.
Ah, yes.
Which will actually combine your video and my video, because at one point I'm going to do it with Chris.
Although I feel like it's more for his son, but yes.
Yeah. You may notice it's extra quiet over here. Expedition Everest is still down for refurbishment.
Tammy points out, seems like they changed it from Lion King, Finding Nemo, and Jungle Book. Finding Nemo is actually usually the pre-show, and then the Lion King and Jungle Book shows alternate, yeah.
Yes, the cute pre-show that next time you're here, or anybody's here and you're watching the pre-show, make sure to watch when the little kids go down and pick up the little, the baby turtle that they marched along with everybody else, and count how many of those kids run back to their parents thinking that they're free gifts.
I was going to say, and then watch the disappointed face when they realize they don't get to keep them.
Oh, wait. They just made a mountain announcement.
That's not supposed to open up till the summer, right?
I believe it's spring.
So I thought it was 6 months. Yeah. When did it go down? I don't remember. Was it right after Christmas or was it before?
It was after New Year's.
Okay.
Oh, there's nothing running, but there was a park announcement, and they have moved some of the merchandise outside, including, of course, the cute Harold the Loungefly.
Uh,
Ah,
I was gonna say because it's Disneyland's Abominable Snowman,
yes.
but I
Yeah,
was looking at the face. I'm like, I think that actually might just be from Disneyland over here.
the Yeti. Well, I firmly believe that at some point the Yeti was supposed to be white, and then Joe Ruddy went, no, that wouldn't work in the mountains of Nepal. Um, so they changed the color, but all of the merchandise, of course, has been done white, so they can cross sell both here and at Disneyland.
As is usual the case. That's what I liked about those letter mugs. Do you know what I'm talking about? The little
Hmm.
trinket boxes.
They actually had a few that were different on each coast.
Yeah, W is World of Color out there. I know that.
So
I
this is
love.
some. Go on.
I was gonna say I love if there's a. Everybody always forgets Expedition Everest is only the first part of a full title.
Yeah.
But I still love that it's still there. The Legend of the Forbidden Mountain.
And these posters that have, been removed and replaced multiple times over the years, to actually see them all in one place, you can tell the coaster is still down. Thirsty River Bar.
Brian asked this during the show. Have you seen the Chippendale Rescue Rangers years ago? I think we all
Um,
have. But did you see the trailer that dropped today?
please, Roger Rabbit, My Little Pony, Cats. They have just about anything you could think of that shows up in there. I still want to know how MC Scat Cat shows up with Paul Abdul. I mean, that's definitely old footage. But at the same time, the rights to all of those makes no sense to me. Like that is more than just Roger Rabbit days of
I bet.
we're
I bet.
getting
I
Warner
would bet
Brothers.
with all of that is in one scene, as opposed to like throughout the movie.
Uh, no, the My Little Pony is definitely later
Okay.
because the early scene with Roger Rabbit and MC Scat Cat is them in their prime in the 80s when they were celebrating being, the number one cartoon. And then, sorry to spoil if you haven't seen the trailer. If you haven't, wait until after we're done. It talks about them, and the downfall of Rescue Rangers and how Dale decided to go CG, which I don't believe is any shock because that's been seen before. Um, and then they're at the Fan Con in Los Angeles, and that's where, at one point, they're trying to hide themselves, and
I just hope
Chip.
that Chip gets the CG at some point because my eyes
Oh
hurt.
no, it definitely will not. Because it's looked down upon. It's much like plastic surgery to the animated characters to get CG'd.
Kyle has. It makes me wonder because I remember the original concept for a Who Framed Roger Rabbit 2 would be CGI taking over Toontown. So I wonder if there's some borrowed plot lines there. But Kyle has probably the best joke I've seen in a very long time. Negotiations to get MC Scat Cat took a while. They took 2 steps forward, but then 2 steps back.
Kyle. Yeah, watching that, I did get a lot of Roger Rabbit vibes, which is not a bad thing. And the fact that they have Roger Rabbit, and I really hope that they actually got Charles Fleischer to do a new recording that's not just old recording.
I was gonna say from that little snippet, it sounded old, but we'll see.
It's
Hopefully
just him
not.
doing the please,
Yeah. But I know on Prop Culture he did it again, and there's a definite added 30 years to it.
But yeah, that is one that I am very excited for. I really hope that, especially with all the crossovers that they did, that's something that we can look forward to, maybe with the Roger Rabbit project in the future. But now kids are taking over Toontown.
And grass.
Yeah, there's not going to be any grass. It's all AstroTurf.
Sorry, open spaces, because oh my gosh, her name just flew out of my head. Barbara Booza, the new president of WDI, comes from a background of like open space and like Zen architecture and stuff like that. So get ready for more greenery. Same thing's happening to downtown Disney out there too.
Well, downtown Disney is really just to fix that entry port.
Yes.
Here we are. We are in Asia. We're walking by the Feathered Friends in Flight show, not the Up Bird Adventure show. Pay no attention to these statues.
I was gonna say, are the statues still there then?
Yeah. Kidding, they paid way too much for those statues.
Susie says she needs to get back to Florida. I know when Joe Rohde did his little at-home series during all the lockdowns, he talked about how they have all the carvings throughout the park, and they have the special new Pixar ones. And I was like, oh, so those are authentic and expensive. Got it.
Oh, yeah. It is interesting to see, like this food booth is an opener. It's now shaved ice and pina coladas. Here, let's take the smoking path, aka the hidden path that it used to have a hidden path on it. Did you ever walk the hidden path of this?
I'm gonna say yes.
Where the trash cans are, you would walk. Actually, it's behind that. You would actually walk into the bushes.
No, never mind. Yeah. I have not.
It was designed by Joe Rohde as guests to explore, but it was on. If you looked at the early maps, there was this path, and then there was a random path behind it that made no sense. And you would walk up, and there was a clear path and stepping stones over the waterfall, which are still there. But
where did it lead to?
Just to over on this side.
Ah.
Yeah, it was just, encouraging guests to explore.
Well, I remember the original idea. Joe didn't want maps, period. Something that never left him, because if you look at Pandora, there's not even attraction marquees. It's the two wicker statues that are the marquees for the attractions.
Yeah, original Animal Kingdom was much different than the current. I don't know if you know this one or not. Do you know about the hidden character along the Maharaja Jungle Trek?
I do not. Excuse me.
Well, last time I was out there, it wasn't, the bridge way was closed. But when you go across the suspension bridge to the right, the rocks are the head of Jafar. It's just a simple Jafar head with his headdress. You can't look at it and go, "Oh, that's clearly Jafar." It was something that was pointed out to me.
With the tigers on the right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
I'll have to look for that next time.
It's been closed. Like that entire area has been so closed off. But it's Jafar's head that's carved in, just like there's a hidden Baloo over here. And those were pointed out to me in the first 2 years when they used to have not Undiscovered Animal Kingdom, but the Animal Kingdom tour that was actually Joe and the Imagineers put it together. And they would take you and show you the details of everything. And it was amazing. And then the other day I saw a YouTube video that says, "Look for the hidden Maleficent on the Maharaja Jungle Trek." And I just wanted to go, Maleficent? That doesn't even make a slight bit of sense.
I wonder if you're like me, how many YouTube videos do you watch, and as soon as they say something like that, you go, and done, and then you stop watching?
I don't even watch. Like that was the title of it, and I just shook my head and was like,
yeah. There are so many where they say something, and I'm like, and I'm out.
We found the crowds.
Sounds about right. I'd like to remind everybody, because it keeps blowing up in my feeds and everything still. Breaking news happened while we went live. Starting February 17th, this Thursday, face coverings will be optional for fully vaccinated guests in both indoor and outdoor locations at Walt Disney World.
But are
Guests,
still encouraged.
guests who are not fully vaccinated asked to continue wearing face coverings in all indoor locations, including indoor attractions and theaters. Face coverings will still be required by everybody on transportation, including buses, monorails, and the Skyliner.
What about boats?
I'm looking that up now because it only says buses, monorails, and Skyliner.
Yeah, that. I mean, no matter what, I'm excited about that. But
it says on enclosed Disney transportation, including, so as an example, Disney buses, monorails, and Skyliner. I would assume in the boats that are closed, like the Friendships, yes. But like the little skiff boats, like the ones to the Grand Floridian or Magic Kingdom, I would assume not, because those are open air.
And African American NASA scientists who invented it.
trying to cross over.
Let's give a shout out to our history makers.
Yay!
What's that I'm talking about?
I know, right? That's amazing. Oh, I just discovered something.
Yes, true.
All right, so go with me. All right, the beat is more than just rhythm. The beat is making change and being a change maker.
That's right. And inspirational drum beats and messages are an extension of one's heart and soul. They inspire us to be our best, to grow, and to move to the beat of our own drum.
All right, so speaking of moving to the beat of our own drum, all right, that gives me an idea. So you've seen us do it, right? So now we want to see you all join in out here, all right? Just follow our steppers.
Hey, how's everyone doing today? Good, good. Okay, so I'm going to show you 3 elements of stepping, okay? I'm going to show you some hand clapping, some stepping, and some foot stomping. Y'all ready?
Jeremiah, I only hope you're doing this
We're
too.
going to start with the first one, okay? Do some tap, 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 tap. Hey! Come on! Tap, 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 tap. Hey! One more time. Tap, 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 tap. Hey!
Clap, clap, clap,
Good
clap.
job,
Hey.
good job, good job. Okay, we're going to step number 2, okay? So you just get low, get low, get low, get low. Okay, so I'm going to say slap, 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 slap. Again, slap, 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 slap. One more time, slap, 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 slap. Good job. Okay. So we have one more step, which is the most important part of stepping. It's stomping, okay? Does anyone in the audience know what the A-Town stomp is? Anybody? Anybody? A-Town stomp? You know it? Okay. Okay, we'll show you. So it goes like this. Kick, kick, stomp. Kick, kick, stomp. Let's go. Yeah. Kick, kick, stomp. Kick, kick, stomp. Hey. Let's modify a little bit. Kick,
We
stomp.
will,
Kick,
we
stomp.
will rock you.
Slow motion. Kick, stomp. Kick, stomp. Yeah. Good job, good job. Okay, so let's go all 3 together. Before we do that, anyone tell me the first one that we learned? First one. Right there. Yeah!
It was me that was doing that.
Anyone tell me the second one that we learned? What's your name? Give it up for Lamar Jr. And what was the most important one? What's the last one? Yes! What's your name? Give it up for Sophia! Hey, stop, stop, let's go! Hey, stop, 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 stop. And we, hey, 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 hey. Let's go. Hey, and we go, 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 go. Give yourself a round of applause for the great audience.
And that group is out currently for the Celebrate Soulfully Black History Month.
That's right.
Okay, great.
Not only are they giving information about Black history, they are also teaching all the white people how to try to dance.
We pay tribute to the drum major who fought for love, peace, and unity.
Was the mask mandate just for Florida, or is that both Disney parks in
It's
the U.S.?
from the Walt Disney World website, so as far as we can tell, it's just Disney World. That said, let's have a gander.
Yeah, because I know we were having a discussion about, I believe Los Angeles County is still keeping the mask mandate.
But that's not Orange County.
Nope, and that's why I was asking, because if Walt Disney World gets it, Disneyland should get it.
When I went in November, I didn't go into the parks, but a friend of mine picked me up from LAX, which is LA County, and took me to Anaheim, which is Orange County. And she goes, "Oh yeah, that's right. It's a free-for-all down here," and just rips her mask off. Currently on their website, not seeing anything specifically just yet.
Well, hopefully before March 2nd, that would be something great.
I'm looking for their... I can't even find their rules on this.
It should be as soon as you go on the Disneyland website in the upper, the drop down that has, and then there's the click link for the mask regulations.
Reservations.
No, regulation.
No, I got it. Strongly recommends obtaining a negative COVID test before coming.
Yeah.
Face coverings are still required indoors, including on many attractions and enclosed transportation vehicles, regardless of vaccination status. Optional in outdoor common areas. There is no date for when that will be dropped.
I just saw this morning, I believe, that France is no longer requiring a positive test before entering the country.
They wanted a positive test there?
No, they no longer required. It used to be, you had to be tested, and you know what I mean. Look, trees.
Mr. Bob Newell has an interesting trivia question. Regarding merchandise, does Animal Kingdom have the least retail space of Walt Disney World parks? It'd either be that or studios, I think.
No, I'd say it does, because it has the main shops up in front, the one shop at the exit of Everest, the one shop in Africa, and a small shop here. The main entrance shop has been closed.
The two shops in Dinoland.
Oh, yeah, the exit, and then that, yeah. No, it definitely does. I mean, but where the Mickey and Minnie meet and greet is located, that actually used to be a merch shop that
Yeah,
they
it was.
closed. When Disney's Animal Kingdom first opened, it had plushes for It's Tough to Be a Bug before A Bug's Life came out. So you could buy I can't think of the tarantula's name.
Chili.
Yeah. You could buy all of those. And sadly, those have been lost to the ages. Like, I don't think I've ever seen any of those pop up on eBay. Or if they did, they didn't know that they were bought in Animal Kingdom or for It's Tough to Be a Bug. They're just,
Yeah.
look, here's plush.
I feel like Claire de Room would have been the moneymaker.
Yeah, but you have to remember this
Or
park,
the Terminator.
when Animal Kingdom opened, it was 98, wasn't a big success because one attraction, two, yeah, I know. Even though it was not a zoo,
Could have been more. Right where you're standing, actually.
it was. Remember, this was the most popular area of the park.
That's true. Mr. Bob Newell also asks, what was the best job to have in Animal Kingdom?
Is this a joke or is that an actual
I don't
question?
know. I think it's an actual question.
I would always love to be a safari driver. Well, I would have loved to be a safari driver back in the day where there was a story. Now it's just you're a tour guide for animals.
My other half used to do that, and she said it was the best job ever, except for the people on the truck.
Yep. Not too recently, we were celebrating the anniversary of selfie sticks being, the worst creation ever known to man. And I have a picture on the safari truck of somebody with their selfie stick out the window to take the selfie of their entire family inside the
Sounds
truck.
right. And that's why they're banned.
Well, they were. Nobody cares anymore because only 1 out of 100 people have it, it seems.
They'll care when they stick it out on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad again.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you know about the waterfall
That
/
waterfall?
floating restroom?
I feel like I don't want to know about that.
Okay. Well, with in those floating island mountains, there is a very small bathroom for the construction team.
Oh, okay. That much better than what I expected.
Yeah,
that
no.
story to go.
Turn back and look at the shaman wicker thing. The wicker shaman.
The
beast.
totem?
Yeah. Those are the marquees for the attractions.
Remember when there used to be a drum show?
Yeah. Was that a 2020 victim or was that gone before then?
That was gone before then.
Okay. I just remember all the hype being about like the lighting and everything, and I would look around and be like, "Oh, these are DJ lights." I almost bought a bunch of these from a store by Millennia.
No,
For the record, for not Florida locals, the Millennia area is a big mall area, not too far from Walt Disney World.
I enjoy those drums. I enjoyed when you'd have a group of people all doing the drums together, and it would activate the big drum reverberation.
Kyle says, "See if you can get on one of the rides using the LP trick." What's the LP trick? How do I not know what this is?
I'm not sure what he means.
Kyle, elaborate, please.
But
What's the LP trick?
Have you noticed the remnants of the RDA? RDA, is that what they were? There's
Okay.
the old flying vehicle. And
I know this area is because there's a little stream, right?
Yes, because
It's
it
the
is.
last piece of Camp Mini Mickey.
Yeah. No, it was something on there, and I can't remember. It was, I want to say it was a number or something on that was kind of the throwback to Camp Mini Mickey. I will have to ask the person who put it there at some point to remind me.
Kyle says he slacked it. It's a secret. Shh. And yes, it is. So
It doesn't sound like the flocka is spraying because there's nobody going, I'm getting wet.
well, it's still a touch activity. Do you think that's why?
Oh no, it's been working. Trust me, I've sat out there and definitely made people go, I'm getting wet.
Mr. Bob Newell,
Once
let
they-
me know what this how this worked out for you. He says he ate at the Polynesian last week and asked for the Laughing Place discount when the bill arrived. Let us know how that went.
Yeah.
I ate at
And they
Tony's Town
charged-
Square last night, and if I knew I could have said that.
They charged me 20% extra. Oh, look,
Kyle
I'm
just
almost
says they
back to
laughed at
Earth.
him. 4.4 light year journey right there. Boom.
I'm good. I'm Earth.
How many of the Joe Rohde sketches from Tiffin's do you have?
I actually have only eaten at Tiffin's once.
Okay.
It's not my bag, but
Wasn't quite what I asked you, but
no, I don't believe I have any of those.
okay. When we ate there, you get one, and they're like, "There's 12, so you have to keep coming back." And I was like, "Okay." We only have one. We'll just say that.
I have a handful of the cards from Space 220.
I know I have one pocket. I believe I was with you when I got them. And
Yes.
it has the X2 Deep Space Shuttle in it, so I'm okay. But I remember everybody else at the table got that like rare one except for me.
I need to put all mine together and try to figure out, because I want to say it was like each of the set, there were 3 or 4 different sets in the collection, and each of those have 3 or 4 cards, and then each of them had a rare card. Can never forget your own safari binoculars.
Go get a pair and see what you can see. Go into Otter Grotto for us. Presented by Otter Barks.
Otter what?
Otter Barks. It's what happens when I swallow while I'm talking. Otter Barks. They do that. Mr. Bob Newell, another good question. Would Joe R. approve of AK 2022?
He was putting it together, so I think that he's fine with it. He got his severance package. He's good.
He's going to space. It's
Yeah,
all right.
like that's what matters the most. Somehow, I'm sure that in a few years, at the next big anniversary, we will see Joe come back. And so the Otters are out, but there's only one. But here we can look at this. I just love this trick. Fish. There are no otter barkings.
Otter Grotto, of course, presented by Otter Box.
Never leave home without it, because you have $1,000 piece of electronics in your pocket that most people treat like it's $5. So.
Do you have an Otter Box on your phone?
I do not. But I also don't treat my phone like it's nothing. I will probably take a... Oh, look at this. I would probably take a
That a
bullet
hidden panda?
before my phone would drop. Oh, look, there's a cuddle party. You can't really see it because we can't zoom in. Right there are the otters.
Oh, there they go. Is one of them backing up?
No,
Okay.
they're coming this way. They're coming right at us.
They're flocking this direction.
Nope, now they just stopped. One's yawning.
Oh, that's the life.
Oh, they're up on the island. Looks like there may be some food in the trunk. Yeah, they're just hiding from us. I think somebody sent them a message going, laughing places there. Hide, hide.
Hide, hide. Mr. Bob asks if you can vocalize one animal in Animal Kingdom now.
Wait. Oh,
it would be a giraffe with a low bleeding sound.
Yeah. Oh, he's coming. He's coming.
I looked that up once.
There's one there, and there was one on the side.
What does it mean in Swahili?
Giraffe?
Oh, you come back.
Kyle says one's an otter mom and another's an otter pop. It means it's my lucky day.
Thank you. Oh, here comes one. It's swimming this way.
Oh, I found the best rock in the whole world. Oh, it's...
What's the best ride in the whole wide world? I'm eavesdropping. I'm sorry.
Oh, can you hear them barking?
Oh, a couple of them. Oh, there's two.
There's 4 of them.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, babies.
Hello.
Hi. How's it going?
What if they answered?
Hi.
That'd be great.
Hey, guys. Can I go under? Hey.
They are posing for us. Oh, yeah. I've never seen them get this close. So
I'm big fan of this.
It's a moment of meditation.
When you went to Tokyo, did you was the Finding Nemo Sea Rider there yet?
No, it opened
Okay.
a week after I was there.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hit a nerve.
Oh yeah, no, it is definitely one of those like that was because I always wanted to do Storm Rider because that was Baby Herman. That was what Baby Herman's Runaway Buggy was supposed to be. And it was like, and then like, okay, it's closed, but we're keeping pretty much the same thing and doing Nemo. Okay, that's fine. My last day there, they started putting up the stuff. Like the ride had been complete, but they started doing. They have the octopus. The septopus out around the area.
Okay.
And he's camouflaging himself in the area, and
That's
they
cool.
put those up the day before I left, so I could walk and see. Oh, look, here's some fun propping for it, but I don't get to go on the ride.
I do. Watching the otters made me think of that because randomly it's like Star Tours. One of the locations you can end up is in the kelp forest with the otters.
For a cuddle party?
Yep, and they yell that too. Cuddle party, and then all the otters come and squeeze up on the vehicle because you get shrunk down to the size of one of Nemo's friends. We've watched videos, and I have a feeling that when we eventually make our way overseas, we'll spend a good half a day just riding that ride over and over again because we're big fans of Finding Nemo and Finding Dory.
Trust me, if that's what you do in Tokyo Disney Sea, you definitely have a problem. Because
there'll be also multiple times on Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Journey to the Center of the Earth is not like I love the attraction, but it's not the end all be all like everybody built it up to. 20,000 Leagues is amazing, but you still have Tower and just everything there. Speaking of everything there, let's end it here.
Oh, I thought we were going to go out and see the Ice Age sand sculpture at the exit.
No, we're not going to make it out that way. You
Okay.
can look up the pictures that you'll probably be posting in just a little bit.
Well, in that case...
Oh, look, it's a ram.
Prepared.
It's a ram.
They went to Disneyland.
They're always here in California. In Florida. Yeah.
Kyle says, I want to go to Tokyo with Tony. I feel we'll just write Sinbad over and over together.
Sinbad,
I'm okay with that.
Indy there is amazing. But yeah, Sinbad is one of those ones that...
Well, I'm a big fan of Firebombs, so...
So you want to go in there poo? Oh,
yeah.
Man. There you go. That's where you can end it on right there, Tony.
Oh, the Otters. Okay. All right, folks. Well, coming up later today at 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Pacific, the LP Movie Club takes a look at Death on the Nile. And then later on, the typical Tuesday show at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific, Barely Necessities featuring Becca and Rebecca. And then later on tonight at 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern, Disney Trivia Live, hosted by Doobie and Gideon. Well, we do go live quite frequently, as you know, right there, 4 times in one day. Remember to like, subscribe, ring that bell. Until then, from Disney's Animal Kingdom in beautiful Lake Buena Vista, Florida. So long, everybody.